Hi Leo, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and welcome to your July 2022 read. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to pull a card specifically for you and we're going to see what wants to come out. So let's take a look and see what's going on for you. All right, so welcome to the month of July. This is for your moon rising or your Venus signs. So do check out your other signs because those can really help you get the message that you might be coming here to seek, okay? All right, so let's take a look at this and what is going on for you here. If you're looking for a love read or career, money, finance, you'll see that right at the end, all right? So let's take a look. What is going on for Leo? What do we have? Ooh, interesting, guys. Interesting. So I'm not surprised we see this is interesting because Leo is the lion, right? But you pulled the tiger in this deck. Now, I don't think this deck has a lion, so to speak, but you pulled the tiger. Now, what this talks about is strength, okay? This is quite interesting because it's almost like there's like this bluish, right? There's about strength in your communication with others. The blue is the throat chakra, and that rules all forms of communication, right? And so when I see the tiger here, you know, it's interesting because the blue tigers, they rule earth and also springtime. And so when I see this comes out, it's also having to do with community. Like there's strength in community. And what is so ironic, well, what is kind of different is that, you know, tigers are almost, they focus alone, right? They work alone. They go in and they hunt for their prey and they eat it alone, where it's different from a lion's. You know, they go out and kind of get their meal and they bring it back to their pride, right? So it's a little bit different. So I kind of feel that you might be taking on a bit more independence in what it is that you do, and you're having strength in a community, okay? Whatever that is for you, all right? So this could be whatever it is that you're doing. It's kind of like you're in a spotlight, but you're having strength in your communication skills, whatever it is that you're doing. So this is quite interesting, all right? So this has a lot to do with strength. It's mastering your true power and mastering your strength here, okay? This is also about being stronger than you realize. The interesting thing with tigers, they are longer than lions, and lions are taller. Yeah, and I know a lot of the reason I know a lot about this is because, well, I feel that my cat Bella, she's almost like, you know, she's a Persian, you know, she's from the cat family as well. But you know, I always find cats of any sort somewhat interesting and very intuitive and instinctual. And there's so much nobility that comes from a tiger and the cat family as well as the lion. This is quite interesting because these type of cats, they like boxes too. Big cats like boxes, just like my little one does. So there's something about it. It's, you know, there's something about that. So, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of brought that up. It may make sense to you, but I feel what's so interesting is there's some sort of individuality that is taking place here in what it is that you do. And it's strength through communication. Okay. Strength through communication here. Okay. I'm trying to think of anything. A lot of independence is coming through here, and determination and perseverance and courage in what it is that you're doing. So I don't know what's going on, guys. This is a 3 card now because the 3 card, you know, the threes talk about communication. I just feel that there's very strong independent communication coming through you, and there's also having the courage to do that, to speak up, okay? Especially if at this time is that if you're feeling hopeless or a little bit weary, it's a reminder, don't lose faith. Don't give up faith at this particular time. It's not the time. It's not the time, all right? You're a lot stronger than you realize, and you're going to have the courage to move forward with a lot more clarity, okay? So if you're kind of like, I'm not sure which way to go, you know, in terms of decision, a relationship, or in your work, or a project, whatever that is for you, or any sort of situation, this is saying is that the spirit, you know, this is about, you know, really focus on synchronicities. Focus on the synchronicities that are around you, okay? They're going to give you some sort of insight. So focus on, you know, synchronicities, okay? You know, some of you guys, it could be that there is strength in communication, which could also be strength in vulnerability. Know how that lands on you, okay? If that resonates with you, only you will know. All right. It's different for everyone, but it is coming through. It's like, it's coming through, you know, some sort of having the courage to speak whether it's vulnerability or, so once it's, the first step is like really uncovering and embracing your true strength and accept the current situation. Maybe you're not sure which way to go and you're feeling vulnerable at the time. But then the second step is really to focus in on surrendering to the force of love and allowing the universal force to help you within this process. All right, to allow you and to empower you and to bring on this energy of strength to you. I'm going to pull another card relating to this just to see if there's any other support that might want to come through for you. So let's take a look at what that is. All right, so let's take a look at what do we have. What's standing in the way? What's this deck here? Can we put that over here? Okay, so let's take a look at what that is for you. What can offer support for Leo in this process? So there's a time to maybe you're looking at something. I don't know. You need, what do I get here? Staying connected. That's what we talked about in terms of community, because the 3 is communication, right? And I got community. It's kind of like having the strength. Maybe you lead a community, and this is being connected to spirit, and this is saying it's important time right now to connect with source for assistance, to have the courage and the strength in what it is that you do, or that next step, whatever that is. So reach out, guys. It's all about asking and being vulnerable to ask or to reach out if you need assistance in a situation. Guys, it could be in terms of a job. It could be in terms of that next step to move in your career. It's so many things, even connections. It's what it's asking. Okay. So it is really let the flow of life come to you naturally in this process, but know that renewing your faith, connecting to spirit is going to help you and ask spirit to guide you through this situation. Okay, so this is what, because you're going to cultivate a source of strength that is already in you already, because again, it's the cat family that's coming through here. So this is what I'm getting. It's about individuality, and maybe that you're so used to doing things alone. This is saying, don't forget to stay connected. Sometimes you need to ask for help and not do it alone. Because the tiger, like I said, it does it alone. It does it alone. Okay. They're known for their strength. Okay. The strength in their legs and such. And they don't have a mane like the lions do, but they are definitely longer than the lions, but the lions are taller. So this is about, always having to do things on your own and getting everything on your own. Sometimes we need to ask for help. This might be one of those times, guys. Okay, so I'm going to leave it as that, and let's go ahead and jump into your read and take a look and see what wants to come out. Note your comments, guys, and let me know if this resonates with you, all right? So let's take a look at anything more that wants to come out for Leo. What do we have? So this is going to be, I'm going to pull 6 cards for you, how you feel, and I know what I have for each and every one. I'm just kind of thinking as I go through, and I'll go one by one with you here. Okay, and then 4, 5, and 6. What's at the bottom of the deck? What do we have? 6 of swords. Wow. This is about birthing something new. There's a transition. You're going through a change. There's no doubt about it. You're going through some sort of change right now, guys. What it is going to do is put you on top of the world here, because I feel that there's been some sort of shadow work that's been done that you're coming out of, and you're actually coming out on top. The 6 of Swords is a birthing of something new, right? There's an opportunity to birth something new after going through some sort of change or transition. You're going from one thing to another, or one way to another, and you're going to know what that is, but this is what's coming through here. Let's get a little bit deeper. Now, what it is where you're at right now, I get the Queen of Pentacles. So like, you're very careful in making a move, where you place your money, where you spend your money, time, and effort. And I think that the Queen of Pentacles, she's that Mother Earth energy. And, she's so used to mothering everyone else, right? And being careful where she places her coin, and really kind of watching, things there, and very smart in money moves. And I feel that you might be taking on this energy now, is that, this is being an individual, watching where you put your money, watching where you can create greater profits in terms of a situation, and that's what I'm getting here. And it could be that, too, that I don't know. It's kind of like, when I get pentacle energy, this is just all about you being very careful where you place everything, like, and where how you move forward. I'm gonna pull another card on this. I just want to see if anything else wants to come out for more messaging for Leo. So Queen of Pentacles, this is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. You might be taking that on, or there may be someone around you that is that. What do we get? Tower card. Maybe that you've been involved with an earth sign and something came down, some sort of tower card, or tower situation came down. Okay, it was unexpected and unavoidable. And then I get the Four of Wands. This is about creating some sort of equilibrium. All right, so this is about creating balance in happy home, harmony, and even can indicate marriage. But I feel that right now that you had something, maybe perhaps in the past, maybe dealing with the Capricorn that came down, and you're finding your balance. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, you guys, it's more of the energy where there was something that just came down. It was a surprise. It could have been like a job loss, a relationship, or just a situation that kept you off balance, and it kept your home and your harmony and your kind of like your balance in your life, right? Because the Four of Wands is fire energy, and that's getting balance. So I think that in this situation, something may have shifted for you, and now you're trying to create balance in your world, and you want to know kind of the next steps on how to move forward here, okay? This is what I'm getting at this moment, all right? Anything else for you and how you're feeling right now? What do we get? You're in deep gratitude, okay? And the universe, source, is asking for you to say, the little things count. The thank yous, arigato, right? That's thank you, right? And I think it's Japanese there, but this is really focusing in on being thankful for what you put out, and then what you give in. And as you do, your wealth can increase. And this is one of those rituals that I heard about this. There's someone who talks about this, so I can't think about it offhand. But anyway, it's what's coming through, and so this is being thankful, and when you know that the little things count, be grateful for everything in your life. Your gratitude and opportunities increase. So be thankful for where you're at right now. You might be just stable where you're at, maybe going, and maybe just kind of just balancing things out right now. But let's continue the read and see what wants to come up. What you want at this moment is the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles talks about generosity, giving and receiving. So you want equal give and take within a situation or within your life. Like what you put out, you want to get in. And so this, and for anything, whatever that is for you, this is about transformation. There's a butterfly here, right? It's about birthing something new, being transformed. It's like you want to birth something new, and you want to see something transform in a situation, all right? Is what I'm getting, okay? And this is saying that you're having the strength, and you're trying to move forward, on it in terms of this transformation, okay? Let's take a look. Anything else? What do we get? Five of Wands. There's been some sort of obstacles surrounding that. There's been obstacles or conflicts surrounding some sort of transformation, taking that next step, Leo, that you want to take. It's like you're bumping into a wall a little bit, all right? And we'll find out a little bit more on this, but let's take a look. Anything more? What do we get? The Hangman. Okay, so this has you looking upside down. This is about delays. You know what? The timing's not right. The timing's not right now. This is time to go in introspectively and see something from a different perspective, okay? There could be a sacrifice that has to be made. Like you have to let something go before you can get something else. So some of you, this is what's coming through. It's a major arcana, okay? And so it is, sometimes you have to make some sort of sacrifice to give something up to move towards something else. So there could be something that needs to be done here. Let's take a look and see what we want to come through here. What do we got? What wants to come through? Deep thinking. Isn't that what you're doing? Oh my gosh, you guys, deep thinking. All right. So you could be in the process of taking time to consider all options and all consequences if you're going, from, one side, one way, you're going to move towards another. All right, you're going to pivot. Or this is about a decision that you need to make, but you're considering and reflecting on all options at this moment. So deep thinking. What are your fears? Your fears I get are the King of Wands. Now, this is that visionary entrepreneur. Now, your fear is being that entrepreneur, that visionary, and moving forward, okay? Some of you might have your own businesses. Some of you want to, start your own business. Or some of you, it's about taking that leadership and that visionary, kind of approach. You're kind of fearful in this process, okay? Let's take a look at, hold on a second, guys. What fell down? Oh, here it is. It didn't even fall. Here it is. I'll take the 2 cards, guys. Let's take a look at what they are. What do we get? 9 of Swords, and we got the Emperor energy. So this is about something. Your fears are that something's going to come down, and it's going to affect your stability, right? But what this is saying is that, yeah, this is Emperor energy. It's like the 9 of Swords talks about getting rid of anxiety or some sort of depression. This is some sort of anxiety within you, this thinking within you as a business owner, or being that visionary and that leader. You could be a leader at work and what you do, or whatever the case, but you're kind of scared. You're scared to move forward and put forth a strong, solid, to create a strong, solid foundation. It's asking you that it needs to have a stronger foundation. Whatever you're doing, you need to take the time to do what it is to get something grounded a little bit more, because I get Emperor energy. Especially if you're starting your own business, for some of you, or you're starting a new department, or you're being a leader at work. There is, you got to get rid of any, it's the 9 of Swords. What tells me is this is coming to an end. Okay. It's at the precipice. The next number is 10, right? So the 9 is all about your journey in life, your meaning, your higher education, expansion, the next road as you continue down the road that you travel. It's something's coming to near an end, right? And so now it's an opportunity to start something. It's about putting something on solid ground. Emperor energy, okay? Give me anything more about this. What card do I want to pull here? What's going to help you in your fears? Put something on solid ground. New beginnings, guys. I get new beginnings. Wow. Some of you, something has ended and you're starting a new beginning, okay? And even if you don't see it quite yet, it's happening, okay? Because the 9 of Swords means that it's coming to that point to where you get something new and it's on stable ground. So whether you know it or not, something's coming to an end, okay? And so you're continuously changing and evolving. And so what this is saying is that have the courage and faith right now, and the strength, right? The strength of the tiger to move forward into a new direction. You're being summoned to move forward in a new direction with a new beginning, okay? So this is what is happening for you. Whether you want to do this new beginning or not, it's going to happen, all right? So some of you are waiting for what this is going to look like, and you're kind of saying, okay, what does that look like moving forward? Well, the next card that I get is the Hierophant energy, and this is Taurus energy, major arcana, okay? You got the Emperor, and then you got the Hangman that came through here as well, but as major arcana. But this is saying is that what are your values? What are your beliefs? Take a inventory of that, right? And so this being in, this is kind of in the position what's going for you. So, you've got an opportunity to create what it is that you want, to focus what it is that you want. And this could be getting help from someone, getting guidance from someone in terms of this process. And I'm going to pull another card on this to go even further. But you see this deer is on top of a hill with all these flowers and there's shelter there. So I feel that you're at a good foundation to kind of make that next move. And I think that's why we got Emperor that was coming out from your fear at the very last card. Something regarding your stability. You're going to have a new beginning. What do I get? King of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be taking on this energy, or this is about you getting some sort of guidance from someone who could be a business owner, someone who's very perhaps controlling, maybe disciplined as a business owner themselves, and maybe they're guiding you in this process, okay? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, okay? And then anything else. Fool card, here's your beginning. You guys, what's going for you, in your position of what's going for you, I get the Fool card. You need this new beginning this is about accepting it and embracing it, okay? Now, some of you are saying, well, I don't know what this looks like or what this is. Well, we'll get into that and see what wants to come up, but there is a new beginning in your situation. For some of you, it's work. For some of you, it's a new relationship. For some of you, it's a new opportunity to move forward, okay? It's divine timing. And here's the beauty of this card, getting it here, Leo. Check this out. The connection is divinely guided and supported. So if there is between you and another person, between one side or another, The connection is divinely guided and supported. Okay, so it could be between you and an earth sign, or you, yeah, it could be anything, between you and a situation. Just know that divine timing is going to support you. And I get lessons. This is a teaching moment. You're going through a change. I think this is for some of you guys. I got to tell you, it's asking for help. It's asking for assistance on that next level. It is asking for help because you're so used to doing it alone, like the tiger. The tiger goes out, kills, gets everything on its own, and eats alone even, right? This is a saying is that reach out. It's coming through, and this is why this timeout's happening here and this deep thinking's taking place. So let's take a look at what is going against you. Queen of Wands. She is very exuberant and vibrant. It's kind of like you want to go after what it is that you want. Like she goes after what it is that she wants and she gets it, right? So this is saying is that not moving too quickly. Yes, you're strong on your own. We know that. But it is in your position, because it's in the position of what's going against you. It doesn't want you to move it alone, okay? Because the Queen of Wands can move it and do it alone, okay? This is saying, this is about creating satisfaction, okay? And let's take a look at anything more. Ten of Swords. This is about asking for help, putting an end to doing everything alone, right? Doing everything alone by yourself here. It's like this energy that you've done and you have been doing, which is great. But this is saying you don't have to do everything alone. This, like, she's doing everything and balancing everything, right? And so this is saying is that you've got to ask for help sometimes. It's good because it creates anxiety and it actually gets you off balance. And the tigers are all about balance. They've got the strongest legs for balance, right? And they do. They're one of the strongest animals there. And if not one of the, I mean, it's huge, it's crazy. But I will tell you, this is putting an end to doing everything by yourself. All right, so wow, you guys, it's coming out pretty strong in your read here. So in the month of July, that's your boom moment, right? Yeah, it's about creating reality. This is about creating the life by design as you see it, and getting help. You have freedom to do whatever it is that you want, and you've got the infinite potential, and you've got all the talent to make it happen. Okay, and what do we get? This is about respond versus react. So this could be in a situation, wow, that you're used to doing everything alone, and in a connection of some sorts. For some of you, it's about being able to respond versus react in a relationship or in a situation. This is about responding. There is new thought patterns that are coming into play for you here. And this is about expressing what it is that you want in a relationship or in a situation from a loving place. Interesting. So for some of you, there was an old trigger that maybe yielded some sort of drama, and now you're checking that and realizing that there's a beneficial thought pattern that can help you moving forward. Okay. So, wow, how interesting that is, guys. Anything else that may want to come through? What do we get? I just seeing what it is here. Blame. This is about, that thought pattern. If some of you feel that maybe that that you blame others for some sort of negative situation, or maybe that you might, this might resonate with some of you, blaming others for making you feel negatively. Remember, you're in control of your emotions, and by blaming another person gives your power away to that other person. Right? And you want to maintain your power and strength, right? And this is saying is that you've got that power and you want to use it wisely, okay? So this could be for some of you, it is coming up in some of our relationships, so to speak, or a connection. Why do you give so much power to people? Why do you give the power of others? Why do you give such people so much power over you, all right? Because you're so damn powerful is what this is saying. It is saying is that, using your instincts, and this is about knowing when to use it and when not to use that, when to work with others and when not to work with others. But for some reason, there is a situation specifically in terms of some sort of connection here that I feel that there is a need to not react instinctively, but respond carefully, right? So something about that's coming into play here, okay? So that's what's going against you, but it wants to remind you. So if you haven't hit that point in something, just remember you have the power. I mean, you're Leo, right? You're a Leo. You're in that cat family, and this is about expressing from a loving place. You've got a big heart, so to use that and balance out the power within you, right, as well. And so you, even though you can do everything alone, do you want to, right? Would you want to have someone else around you? If again it's a relationship or situation, do you want someone in your life? Doesn't mean that you have to, because obviously you don't, but is it something that you want, right? And or do you want to go that next level? Do you need to ask for help, right? So this is what I'm getting. The next card that I get is the King of Swords, and that's coming into play. And this is saying this is authority over the mind. You've achieved that. Authority over the mind. Wow, you guys. This is what's coming through. So you've got authority over the mind, and I think that you're handling this, right? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're balancing it. You're balancing authority over the mind. It could be doing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or an Earth sign. And I get the Seven of Swords, and this is about wanting the truth, maybe perhaps getting the truth, seeing the truth, but also speaking the truth equally and honestly on both sides, right? To ground something and have a wreath of success. This is what I'm getting. This is what it's going to take, guys. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Note your comments below, like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, namaste.